Welcome back, Jimmy G. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, Jimmy Garoppolo and the rest of the 49ers are looking forward to a healthier season in 2019. They get a road test in the opener as they take on new coach Bruce Arians and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back at halftime with a look around the early games. But first, we'll get over to Tampa. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Buccaneers heading out. It's the fifth-year man, Jameis Winston, in charge. A big key for Jameis this year, just finding a way to avoid those turnovers. They've been his undoing during his tenure in Tampa. It's no secret. 14 interceptions again last year, plus 7 fumbles in just 9 games played. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston now. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Right here. Kill.
Winston leaves it with Barber on the draw. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Barber on 1st and 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Dee Ford, a lightning-quick edge rusher, has made his way from Kansas City to San Francisco, and no one happier than interior defensive lineman DeForest Buckner. That should free him up for more one-on-ones inside, and Ford's speed off the edge will surely make quarterbacks get rid of the ball a whole lot quicker.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. It just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Levante David in on the tackle. And a quick look now at the offense for the 49ers.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
It's easy to go back to the time Ndamukong Suh entered the NFL, and he was an absolute force right from the beginning. But it's been fun to watch his career progress, and I'm starting to see a little more finesse in his game, although I'm not sure he'd like me to describe it that way. But you see the agility, you see the movement, and, of course, he can bull rush when he needs to get to the quarterback.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Ndamukong Suh with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set them back 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now Winston. And that'll be incomplete. This series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's 2nd year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last 2 meetings. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Garoppolo leaves for McKinnon on the draw. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And the 49er 1st down.
Right there, 54, right there.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go counter with Breida. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to us.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Barber. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And that's the first connection. The number 1 overall pick in 2015 finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
No gain on the play.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll run the draw with Barber. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Winston. He completes it to Andre Ellington. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Buccaneers defense, we watch them get set to go. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
And these are for real, okay? As you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot, about being the ball carrier or the receiver.
I don't want to.
And then taking that shot, it is something else. It's not like when
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd down now, it's Barber. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Here's McKinnon on the draw. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Now it's Breida. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. This is Breida. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Garoppolo now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Hey, here we go. Line 54. Gotta do better. Come on, Hunt.
Garoppolo on first down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run with Breida, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set you.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Carl Nassib, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Winston. That's into the hands of the tight end Leggett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Garoppolo now. 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a first and 10. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Barber, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Garoppolo to try again on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Check down to Breida. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
Holding offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run on 1st down. Barber. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. 1st down, they go with Barber again. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Ellington. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They run again with Breida. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Holding.
Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Garoppolo finding Goodwin and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Pettis once again the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Heading back out there, a look at Peyton Barber. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the 49er 1st down.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down by Davis. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, McKinnon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was brought down by Davis. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the 49ers
On 1st down, McKinnon. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Buccaneers 41-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Check three. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Winston. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Garoppolo looks to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo now, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now. I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
On the return is Pettis. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up, because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Pass interference.
Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, Winston. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Fighting through, and he's got space. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run once more with McCannon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. It's the Bengals that have moved back in front now in a seesaw affair. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. A 1st down throw for Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. 1st down, Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the 49ers' 43. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Winston leaves it with Barber on the draw. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Peyton Barber was the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Winston on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Garoppolo gives to Breida. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Garoppolo. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the point. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Winston readies the offense. Down by 5, 1:11 to go. He'll look to throw. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Back to throw. Caught. It's Ellington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Winston. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He's back to throw. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Niners, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.